Absolute Batman Issue 17, Part 2. And welcome back to the Dissection Table. Here we take place video games, trailers, comics, movies, and more, and break them down bit by bit. And if you missed my coverage on Part 1, you'll find it right before this video right here on the TikTok wing of the Asylum. Or you can head right over here to the comics, expand that, go up to the top, expand the top, comment mine right there, and you'll find links that'll lead you not only to the Twitch wing of the Asylum, but the YouTube wing of the Asylum, where you'll find a dedicated playlist of my coverage on all the issues of Absolute Batman so far, right over there for you to watch. So now, without further ado, very brief recap. Don't forget that whenever it comes to the Absolute Universe, Absolute Joker actually did release a number of the actual quote-unquote patients at the Arkham facility. One of them was obviously Dr. Pamela Isley, because here in issue 17, Isley has made her attack on Gotham City. A whole entire miniature-scale rainforest has appeared out of nowhere. And Batman wasted no time. He augmented his suit, and by augment, I mean adding not one, but 2 chainsaws to his suit, and went immediately into action. And again, don't forget, while yes, Dr. Pamela Isley, aka Poison Ivy, while yes, she does have a connection obviously to the Green, and she's, has this influence over everything that's happening, don't forget what Alfred said to Batman in the previous issue. That Ivy is using some type of military-grade weaponry that is obviously doing something to the whole entire environment, specifically something that is releasing spores, which Ivy has some type of influence over. It's her influence that's causing these spores to bring about these really dangerous mutations in everyone and anything, specifically us humans. And even with his rebreather, his mask damage, Batman, it's okay, he puts together a makeshift mask, hit one of the tentacles from his cape. I think we'll just go ahead and call them tentacles for a lack of a better word. He goes ahead and makes a makeshift mask, and he puts Alfred to task. I need you to track down this person who more than likely, as we'll later come to find out, was in fact Dr. Isley that he saw back in the Arkham facility. He puts Alfred to task to find out any information on her that he possibly can, while Batman climbs higher and higher to the source of all these extremely dangerous spores. And this is pretty much where we left off previously, where it was revealed that Dr. Isley, she had succeeded in her research. She had actually managed to combine essentially human and plant life, and that there were regenerative properties because of these medical breakthroughs that she was making. Good job. But, obviously at the cost of which it would make, a human into a human-plant hybrid. Nobody wants that. Now, while all of that is also going on, we also get a bit more into Bruce Wayne's personal life, because don't forget, all of his friends, aka Edward Nigma, the Riddler, Harvey Dent, Two-Face, and Oswald Cobblepot, the Penguin, everybody's cut him off. Everybody is distancing themselves from Bruce Wayne, including even the person that took out his own father, Joe Chill. Yeah, as it turns out, Bruce Wayne would actually has been paying Joe Chill a visit while he's at prison for a very lengthy time now. I don't think we got the name of the prison. It's probably Blackgate, but we didn't get that information, I don't think. But yeah, he's been paying him a visit, basically scolding at him, yelling at him, trying to get any information of why he did what he did. And now Joe Chill is refusing any type of visitation. He's cut Bruce Wayne out as well. So all of this kind of explains why Batman is fighting like a man possessed. He's cutting through all these mutant plant things, and they're just getting sliced and diced left and right. He's kind of venting his frustrations a little bit here. Some of these designs are straight out of biblical scripture. This is apparently a biblically accurate angel. What is Ivy trying to create here? Now, while Batman is slicing his dicing, kicking butt, Alfred comes over the earpiece, and he's like, yeah, Dr. Isley, she had a whole entire alphabet of all these PhDs and stuff. Real smart kid, but yeah, she's gone. She passed away when she was only 25. If that's not shocking enough, while Batman's slicing and dicing, he goes and finds one of the only sole surviving GCPD officers throughout this whole entire miniature scale force, Barbara Gordon. GCPD, I don't understand how they could have been possibly even remotely equipped to handle a whole entire biological hazard such as this, weird rainforest, but they sent in the GCPD with like these flamethrowers and stuff. They all got separated. Gordon, she's still alive, but barely. And Batman's like, okay, good to know. I'm going to be taking this flamethrower now. And Gordon's like, okay, what happened before isn't going to happen this time. We're a team. I'm helping you. We're going to do this all together. And Batman, before he cuts her off with just one thing, one little action. He just takes one of the tentacles from his cape, wraps it around Barbara Gordon right here, and then just poof, boots her right off this cliff. Nuh-uh, this is a solo act. Now, he does that to actually save her so she won't be in harm's way, because as it turns out, probably more than likely, even her mask probably won't be able to survive the spores, because the higher and higher Batman goes up into this rainforest, the denser the spores. And yeah, gee, could have said that again. Because the higher and higher Batman goes, the weirder and weirder things get. But he's a man on a mission, and he's not stopping. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, if I saw that face, I would turn around and I would run back home. I'd probably never go outside again. Also jump back into Ivy's origins right here, and it turns out that many of the people that were backing her research and everything, now they're getting a little greedy. Now they're like, we want you to take your research in this direction or that direction. It's basically, it looks like things are going to get cut off, or otherwise her research is going to be brought to a halt, or otherwise go in a different direction she doesn't like. And that's a shame, because she's had this amazing breakthrough, because she's combined human DNA with much more than just plant life, even animal life, these multiple different forms of bacteria. Things are going well, but not that great. Not so great that Ivy decides she's going to be packing up and going elsewhere, more or less. But unfortunately for her, when you back out on your sponsors, things can kind of go south really badly. And now we also jump back over to this. This comic just jumps back and forth between Bruce Wayne's personal life and then Ivy's origin so much. But now we also do get this little snippet of what's been happening between Martha, Bruce's mother, and then also Jim Gordon. And as it turns out, yeah, they're slowly starting to become a thing. And unfortunately for the both of them, when they wanted to keep this a secret, Bruce Wayne, yeah, he was right there and he actually saw this whole entire like little kiss. And even Jim Gordon's expression is like, ah, shit. All this drama is just weighing down on Bruce Wayne. As it turns out, you know, before this whole entire, him going up against Ivy as Batman and everything, all this drama, okay? One, Jack Grim, the prodigal son of Gotham City, he's back, aka Absolute Joker. He's back in Gotham City. The Harley Quinn, her being in charge of the Red Hood gang and everything, yeah, she's like, yeah, we worked with him. We don't normally do that. We're going to continue to do that. And then we get our very first face reveal of Dick Grayson, aka Nightwing. Yes, we've seen him now officially for the first time. I mean, don't get me wrong, we have seen him before, but not really. I mean, we saw him whenever he was just having to use like this bicycle thing to help out the patients when power got cut off back when, you know, the whole entire blackout happened and everything. We'd seen him, but not like this. But at long last, Batman seemingly reaches the top. And who's waiting for him up there? Poison Ivy, Dr. Isley herself. And Batman's like, Isley? And she's like, it was a lifetime ago. Alfred, the whole entire communication is going haywire because the spores are so dense up here. And we also come to find out that what she meant by a lifetime ago, well, as it turns out, when Ivy went to go collect all of her, research and everything, the lab doors close on her. And now she goes on the offense, captures Batman right here. And you can probably suspect where this is going. She pulls like the classic villain thing, like, Batman, don't be scared of change. It's beautiful. Batman's still in his head about, what he thinks Batman should be and whatnot. But that's when Batman busts out a freaking flamethrower. Bruce Wayne in the Absolute Universe doesn't approve of Batman being a symbol of hope for the people, so he trashes all this thing that we saw like in the previous issue and completely unloads with this flamethrower. And as it turns out, Ivy, she perished in a fire back when she was still alive, when she was still human back in that lab. And now here in the present, once again, the same fate has happened to Ivy. It looks like she's just been burnt to a crisp. Absolute Batman doesn't hold back. That's when Alfred comes on the comms and he's like, yeah, sorry kid, that wasn't her. As it turns out, Ivy is everything. She is everywhere. Like I had said before, we kind of confirmed this. She's not just isolated to a single form. No, Ivy is connected to everything. She's everywhere. Or maybe she is limited to a single form because as it turns out, Batman, he's like ready to go Doom Guy mode. And he's like, come on, bring it on. You're not even real. Then a voice cuts in and says, no, they're not. But I am. This is the real Poison Ivy. This is the real Dr. Pamela Isley in the Absolute Universe. What? And of course, these two officially meet for the very first time. And then Ivy, guess what? Now she's really going on the offense. Batman, I hope you made your peace with God. This is some Cronenberg shit, man. And then from there, unfortunately, we get left with the cliffhanger. But the end-all be-all of cliffhangers. Because Martha Wayne, guess what? She goes to this place, picks up this phone. She's like, don't worry, I didn't get followed. Didn't think I'd come back to you, but now I am. And the people on the other end of this phone is like, don't worry, Martha Wayne. We knew you would come back. To the Court of Owls. Now I know what the next Archives Run video is going to be about because the Court of Owls in DC Comics, they deserve their whole entire breakdown. But that was the cliffhanger for issue 17. That'll unfortunately do it for this time on the breakdown whenever it comes to the Absolute Universe. I like this cliffhanger and everything, but I didn't. I wanted more with Poison Ivy and everything. Where's the final boss fight between these two? Well, we'll get it hopefully next issue. But if you enjoyed this breakdown, please don't forget to give me a follow, like, and a comment over here. And definitely make sure you hit that follow right over there so I can continue to keep you informed on all things video games, trailers, comics, and more. And if you enjoy the Archives Run, well, spoiler alerts or not so spoiler alerts, we know that the next episode on that will be on the Court of Owls because that deserves its whole entire breakdown. But again, I hope y'all enjoyed and hope to see y'all in the next one.